Good morning and welcome to another episode of After Bloom. I'm here with Troy Gregurich.
Correct.
And he is a Bloom member. He helps with setup here, but he does an awful lot more than just that. He's kind of fit in where he needs to fit in around here, and we're lucky to have someone like that and people like that here at Bloom. Troy, tell us a little bit about your journey to Bloom and how you got here and about who you are.
Well, I grew up a number of years in the Lutheran Church. Went through catechism, confirmation, baptism. And it had been a number of years. I had met Stafford Fredericks, which is a member here. And he had asked me if I could help. This was on the first Bloom Cabaret. Asked me if I could help set up that day of the event, which I said sure. And it was at that point I got to meet a lot of the people at the church and realized that it's not a church in a traditional sense, at least from my opinion, because this church does a great many things to be involved within the community. And I like that. That means a lot. The work we do with Well in the Desert for sandwiches on Monday, I don't get there as often as I like, but I do enjoy the time spent there. And it's a family church, and people are very real here, which is a good feeling.
Yeah, people are very real here, and it's a very warm and welcoming place to be. Well, tell us a little bit about you, Troy. Who is Troy? What do you do?
Well, Troy moved here September of '07. I was on a part-time basis at that time, going sometimes from Phoenix to LA back to Palm Springs, and that ended up turning into full-time. And I'm currently in the process of opening up a restaurant in North Palm Springs, the Brown Bag Eatery, which we're very excited about. And that's consuming a lot of my time right now. We have a number of people within the church and myself have been working on a new program to get more resources for people within the church. We are doing it's called Save the CRV, which people within the church on Sundays will come in with their aluminum cans and their plastics, and we will take that to the recycle center, and those funds will go into a specific account to help members of the church who maybe have lost their job, had their job cut back, whatever we can do for people within the church. So I'm very excited about that. I think we should get some good things out of that.
Wonderful. That's wonderful. I always love to hear when people come up with new ideas and new ways and new ministries. It's a wonderful thing. Well, tell us, what is the philosophy that you live your life by?
Good question. I'd have to say that I don't have any one specific. I think as we grow older, our values change and our direction changes. But I've always been one of the people who wants to save the world.
Yeah.
I want to recycle the whole planet.
There's a lot of us like that.
Doing what I can, to make any one individual's life better. I feel good about that. If I can do it as a whole and affect a number of people, it makes me feel even better. So it's a good feeling to be able to know that people appreciate your efforts.
Yeah, it is a wonderful feeling. And it's a wonderful feeling to be passionate about something. If you could leave us with 3 words that would kind of sum up who you are, what would those, and what Bloom means to you, what would those 3 words be?
3 words. I would have to say, it's almost a phrase, community involvement. We can say that that's one.
Okay.
Which again leads into so many other things, and it's the church members being involved with each other, being involved with causes outside of the church to help another individual. That's what I see. And again, I guess I'm clumping it all together.
Yeah.
Three words is difficult, but again, what I take from Bloom in an overall picture is, again, the phenomenal community involvement, the concern and for the well-being of people within their community and outside of our community. We, as you know, are involved with the backpack drive, and as you know, most of our members of our church are a little more mature.
Yeah.
And not to say, you know, I'm aging as we speak, but we don't have many children in our church.
Yeah.
But yet it's nice to see that the church is involved in taking care of children. And some of them are a great many miles away. You know, they do spend a lot of effort to take care of, again, not just people within the church, the community.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, Troy, it's been wonderful interviewing you, and we look forward to the Brown Bag Eatery opening. What's the address on that?
It's 2100 North Palm Canyon.
Okay.
It's in the same shopping center as Frederick's Gallery.
Wonderful.
And which is also in the same center as Toucans, which has been there for a great number of years. So we're leaning towards, we've got a menu we're still refining, but it's a lot of comfort foods. We're doing chicken and dumplings. We're doing meatloaf sandwiches.
Wow.
And we're placing a large emphasis on takeout and delivery. In the North End, I've spoke to many people, and there is some frustration because all they seem to be able to get delivered up there is pizza.
Yeah.
And I think if you throw some good
Home cooking in there, people are going to go for it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Beautiful. Well, that's all the time we have today. Thank you for joining us on After Bloom, and thank you, Troy, for being our guest here on After Bloom. And remember to join us on Sundays, this Sunday and every Sunday, for fellowship and faith here at the Demuth Community Center at 10 a.m. And remember, only you can be the change that you want to see. Thank you for joining.
And today, you know, that's good enough for me. Breathing in and out's a blessing, can't you